Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new distributor training tonight. We're going to get into some really good stuff about how to get your Advocare business started off right. And if you're on this, then you must have some sort of interest in wanting to know more about how to make a business out of this Advocare. You probably love the products and want to know about the ins and outs of how to make the business work. So this is just the beginner level stuff. There are other trainings that will be done, but this is just how to get started quick and how to get started right. So let me introduce myself in case we haven't met. I'm Rob, and that's my wife Colleen, my three boys there. We got a fourth boy on the way, so we drink a lot of Spark around our house. We've been involved since 2012, February, and it's been life-changing to say the least for us. We were both teachers when we moved from New York to the Dallas area. I taught and Colleen stayed home, which meant that my salary was going to support a family of four and then five and now six, and that wasn't going to happen. So I had to pick up side jobs. I was working at restaurants, I was working as an educational consultant and trying to make money in any way I could, and it was just constant uphill battle. And just to be really brief about it, we were looking for a solution, and we were on a wellness journey, and I met my friend Will, and he introduced me to Spark, which I absolutely loved, and he introduced us to some of the other products, and he more importantly introduced us to the business opportunity that he and his wife Brandy were about to take on. And we went to a mixer and we saw what we saw there, what you probably saw if you went to one or if you were on a webinar, and we said, you know what, let's go for it. And within 10 months time of just getting people on product and helping people get results, we were bringing in $1,500 extra a month, and it was life-changing. I was able to eliminate the side jobs. I was able to quit that restaurant job and have my nights and weekends free and be able to get to all the Little League and soccer games I was missing and birthday parties, and just had a family back together. But we didn't stop there. We kept going. We kept finding other people that were looking for that answer like we were looking for, and we'd help them as best as we could and just work. And within another year and a half time from there, I was able to full-time retire from teaching, and we were earning over $10,000 a month. So to go from three jobs to one part-time job in Advocare that you absolutely love, I'd say that's a dream come true. And that may be something for you, and it may be that you just want that extra money we wanted. You never know where it's going to take you, but it's all about doing what I'm going to teach you tonight as a way to get what you want. So we're going to hop right into it. I always like to start everything, mixers, trainings, with the relationships, and then what that means, what the expectation is, because this is where people often don't want to hear from you about product because they're worried about the expectations that come with signing up and stuff. So, retail customers buy products. They buy it at a full price, and we coach them and we make sure they're getting the results that they're supposed to by helping them take the product correctly. Wholesale customer is our biggest chunk of distributors in our organization are customers, and which is great. We want people to be using these amazing products, and we want people to save money. So that's the wholesale customer spot. They join for $79. There's no auto ship. There's no mandatory orders. There's no monthly fees. There's no weird stuff. It's just a yearly renewal of $50. With your initial $79, you get $69 worth of Spark now, which is incredible. So they get 20 and they can get themselves up to 30 and so on, and they adjust customers. Their job is to buy products at a discount price at their own leisure, and you're still coaching them through. Now, a distributor is someone who loves the products and they want to start sharing what's going on with the mindset of earning some extra income. It's what you would consider a hobby distributor. And this may be you right now, and that's great, because what it is just being consistent, not overboard, not constantly persistent, or not. When I say persistent, I don't mean harassing people. I mean thinking about it and building it day in, day out is a business builder. A distributor is someone who does it on the side as a hobby, so there could be days or weeks that go by without them saying anything. It depends on how much extra income they want to earn, and that's fine too. And then there's the business advisor, which is the business mindset. This is you putting in part-time effort per week that can lead to a full-time income like it did for us. And now we earn money 5 different ways, and we're going to get into that tonight too. But this is the person that's dissatisfied and is looking for an answer financially that could be big. And so we're going to get into all those tonight, but we're going to start with one of the most important things in your Advocare business is why. why you're doing Advocare. Without knowing this answer, then you're going to be a hobbyist no matter what you call yourself, because you don't have anything holding you. See, there's no boss in Advocare. I can't call you and say, hey, you didn't do this, that, or the other thing. That's not what you want. It's a volunteer thing. So your purpose is your boss. So for me, it was my family. I was tired of not being able to provide for them. I was tired of stressing over the boys' shoe sizes changing and have to get more shoes. I was stressing over having to pay for the leagues and not being able to, and just stressing over not being able to make ends meet. And it was just not what I envisioned my life to be when I set out to become a teacher, and it was disheartening. And I hit a level of disgust that made me make a move. And when I got the answer in Advocare, when I had something in my hands that I could do, and Colleen and I could work together as hard as we wanted to make the money that we wanted, then we went all out on it. And that's what it was. And see, the time before that I was okay with it, but I hit that level of disgust, and that's probably where you might be, that complacency stage, where things didn't work out the way you thought they were going to, but you make good money and you get to go on vacation, you have your weekends, and you're just kind of going through the motions or whatever. It's a great life, I guarantee it, but is it the life that you could envision when you were young and you were still a dreamer? That's what gets in our way. As we grow, we stop dreaming and we get complacent, and then we're comfortable. I was absolutely comfortable working 7 days a week because my body and my mind was used to it, and it didn't bother me. But it was bothering me after I realized I was missing out on those boys' lives and not having a relationship with my wife. And that's when we needed to make a change, and that was my level of disgust. So you have to find your level of disgust. The bitter truth is that 68% of all people in America are overweight or obese, and they need a solution, and this could be you as well. And being complacent about it is not going to make it happen. I've lost over 60 pounds in my time of getting my body back, and then put on another 15 of mass, and it wasn't because I was comfortable, it was because I was getting uncomfortable. So our products can help you do that, and you can help others do that too. You could be that coach that they look up to, that keeps them accountable, that's firm but loving, and that's what I love about our business. 80% of people are in financial trouble with absolutely no plan. Credit debt and college debt is just, compounding, and they have no exit point. Well, this is a great way to do that. Whatever Advocare money you make, you put into those bills to pay them down. And we have a debt buster system you can look up on your microsite, and that will help you do that. It structures it to attack massive debt and get it out of the way fast using your Advocare money. So that might be something you or someone you know is interested in. And then, of course, there's a 70% of people that just go to get a paycheck every Monday through Friday, and they work for the weekend. And again, that may be okay because you're making good money, but if you had a choice, would you do it? See, I loved my job, but when I had a choice to be a full-time dad and to live life on my own terms and not to worry about school systems and government rules and regulations that were guiding it, then I could make a decision based on what my heart was telling me, and that was I had to go. And now I help with things for my children in other ways to get my teacher time, and I don't have to deal with the bureaucracy that was breaking me down. But again, choice. I have a choice for that. So that's what you need to figure out, is what is your purpose. You do Advocare so that you can provide a better life for your family, or be even more specific. So I can take my children to Disney for the first time because they keep asking, I know we don't have the money. That's a short-term goal. That's totally okay to have a short-term purpose. And then when you get that purpose, you reestablish it to a new purpose. Our purpose was $1,500 a month. Then it was, let's see how far we can go to this. Then it was, wow, I could retire if we did this. And then it was, now we're retired. It's, we want to get to Diamond, and we want to help as many people as we can get to Ruby. And that's our purpose. So there you have it. Without the purpose, there's no boss. I could just go lay on the couch all day. But I'm driven to help other people, and that's why I'm doing this video. So let's jump into what we know we have our hands on here. Guys, we have ridiculously good products. If you're not aware of that yet, I just want to make you totally aware that our products are second to none. I've taken supplements for a very long time, with large chunks of time not taking anything, but they work so much better than anything I've ever tried. For all realms: weight loss, best ever; muscle gaining, best ever; the energy products, best ever. It's unbelievable. So we're going to jump into a brief description of needs that we're trying to fit. So whether you realize it or not, you have potential customers. Everyone that you know is taking products that we have in some form or fashion. So it's about understanding this that will help you build some customers, and that will help you figure out who wants a business opportunity and whatnot. So I do want to mention that these products are problem solution based. So we don't sell vitamin E because we sell products that solve a problem. So whatever vitamin E would solve, that's where you would find it in our products. So think of that when people are asking you if you have stuff. Say, you know what, we're a problem solution based science and company. So what issue you're trying to overcome, and that's where we can get the product. And that's across the board the way it goes. So let's jump into some of the issues or things people want instead of rather of the products that we have. I think this is more effective. So for trimline products, without being specific, because you can figure that out from reading the bullets on the web pages, but anyone obviously in weight loss, desire for weight loss, toning up, cutting cravings, blocking carbs and fats when they go to restaurants, like, oh, I would be all right if I didn't do blah, blah, blah once a week. Well, blah, blah, blah could be blocked by Carbies and Fibotrim. So that's a customer right there. And of course, anyone taking meal replacements or in need of meal replacements. People who do not eat breakfast until like 10 o'clock. Let's say I get up at 6 and I don't eat till 8. I have destroyed my metabolism for the day. You need to talk to those people about having a shake in the morning and getting their day started off with amazing nutrition and then moving on from there. So those are the things you get to realize when you start looking at problem solution. For energy needs, we got it, of course. Mental focus needs, we've got it. On-the-go nutrition, like I travel so much I just can't eat anything but McDonald's. We've got products that they can take with them in the form of bars and, of course, the shakes. And then everybody knows our Rehydrate blows the other competitor products away, but no one is out there making people get Rehydrate for their children who play sports because we're not strong enough about it. You can look up the clinical study, you can show them the graphic. We destroyed Gatorade in a clinical study, and we are now the official sports nutrition partner for Major League Soccer because of Rehydrate. So when you're talking to people about their Powerades and Gatorade, you need to say to them, you know what, I got something so much better, and it's going to cost you like $1, a little bit more than $1 a drink. So let me show you it or whatever, and that's how you would talk to them. Let's go into wellness. Of course, anything having to do with wellness, healthy aging, heart health, digestive health, immune support, and by digestive health I mean people who are taking Prilosec and things like that for heartburn. We have natural stuff that will help eliminate heartburn, but they'd have to take it before a meal. But it's a fantastic product, Digestes, for people who use Tums and things like that. Digestes, check into it. Immune support, stress relief, joint pain and joint promotion, pain management, and BioTune. These are all amazing products that I urge you to look at, because a lot of these products are for the older people in your friends and family that you don't think of when you think energy, weight loss, fitness. But these products are amazing. My dad's taking Core. My mother takes Core. We've got people on products that are getting great results. Colleen's dad loves BioTune for his painful knees. I mean, this is the way we talk to people, is about problem solution. Performance, of course, quickly. Anybody into sports performance or fitness, strength training, endurance training included. People are trying to do couch to 5K, we've got it. To a marathoner, we've got it. Triathlete, recovery products, anything to help people with soreness. Like, I'm working out, but I'm so sore. I've got something for you. Post-workout recovery and nighttime recovery will fix that up in a jiffy. Protein powders, that's there everywhere. We've got the best protein powder on the market. And of course, the infamous pre-workout, the things people take before workout to get amped up. We've got a few different options on that. So your job is to just know we need these things, to know who needs them, and then to plug them into somebody who can have a conversation with them like I could, or your upline leader, if they know the product well enough, can get in there and hash out the problem and make a solution. And we're never selling, we're helping. That's part of our business model, to value the individual. So we're always looking out for the person's best interest. And of course, we have the skincare needs, lotions, moisturizers, healthy aging. Colleen's loving it. The environmental stuff, we've got SPS day creams, we've got the night cream, the eye creams, all sorts of good stuff. So if you if you haven't tried it yet, I urge you to try it so you can start talking to ladies about it, because I know all the ladies that I know are taking it are loving it. So that's just a little bit about what we have. We're looking at, these are the things people use, and those are the things we have in these lists. Don't worry about the ingredients. Don't worry about all of that. Your job is just find a need and solve it with a product. And that's how we operated our business, especially at the beginning, and that's what got us such high volume in retail right off the bat. We were solving problems for people. Let's start talking about the success system here. So success system is a predetermined system that all of the distributors that have started way back in the early 90s or mid 90s have deemed as in the best way to do business. And it's a very simple success system. So we're going to talk about what you need to do to jump on in and use this system wisely. So the first thing is you need to take products and get results. Whatever those products are, it does not matter. It doesn't have to be weight loss. A lot of people like to think, I've got to have great before and after pictures. No, you don't. Colleen looks better in her after picture than she did in the before picture, but she doesn't have a massive weight loss. It was a toning and tightening thing. So, just thinking about whatever. Spark was my first product. I had a story about Spark because I loved it and how great I felt. So whatever it is, you want to try to get one of these results, and then your next job is to get out there and listen to people who have needs and share what Advocare is doing for you and other people. So when people say, man, I'm exhausted, I say, you know what, I used to be tired all the time. I was drinking tons of coffee, but I started drinking Spark twice a day now, and I'm taking metabolic nutrition system, these vitamins, and I feel ridiculous all the time. There is no downtime anymore unless I choose to want to go lay down and take a nap. But I don't have to. I don't feel like I'm falling asleep at work or at my desk or driving anymore because of these products. You got to try them. And then they say, wow, oh, that sounds awesome. And that was me sharing my story. Somebody about plateaus in fitness. Before I got on, they're like, man, I just can't seem to get the results in the gym. I say, I know exactly what you're talking about, because before Advocare, I felt like I was going nowhere, and I was changing my routines and nothing was happening. And then I got on these products, and within the first 6 months of the business, 6 months of being on products, I got down to 8% body fat, and then I went on to put on 15 pounds of lean muscle since then, at least 15, and it's been unbelievable. And it feels like I can't get a plateau. I just keep breaking through. Would you like to hear more about what I'm using? And then it's a question. We're going to talk about how to package your story, but you're listening to people. And then your story is simple. It's how you're relating to them, because you're probably going to pick up on something that they're saying is the way you felt. You're relating to what they're talking about, and that's what life was like before Advocare. And then you just show how your problem has been solved. Problem solution based company. Your problem has been solved thanks to the products. And you follow up with a question to ask them if they're interested in hearing more about the products or more about Advocare. It's that simple, honestly, guys. It really is, and you get really good at it, because the coolest part is it's about listening. If you find people's needs, they will want what you have. If you're trying to sell them a box, they're going to push back. So listen and then share your story, showing them there is light at the end of the tunnel if they take your hand and try these products. The longer version of the story is the 2-minute story, when someone really wants to know, tell me what this is about. Now usually this is evolving into you're making money as well, so it's a bigger story. It's like, before Advocare, not only was I not getting the physical results that I wanted out of my gym and my fitness goals I had, but I also was really broke, and we were struggling like crazy. I was working 3 jobs, and I finally said yes to my friend when he asked me to come to a meeting about Advocare, and I saw it. I saw that this could be the thing for me. So I got on products. I immediately started dropping weight, getting more cut. I started talking to people about it, and we started making some money within the first few months. We were making a few $100s a month, and then now I'm full-time retired, and I'm making over $10,000 a month, but I'm not stopping. I'm looking for people like you that want to feel better and maybe want to have a chance at a better life, and I'm willing to help those people get what I got out of this, because this system is not a fluke. It's a success system, and it's a business plan based on products that are world-class. So if you want to talk to me more about it, I'd love to get you to come with me to a meeting. What do you think? And then follow with a question. That's all it is, guys. It's really that easy. I know it sounds easy because I've been doing it for 3.5 years, but you have to nail it. You have to get it down to where you're excited, you're being bold about it, you're not being, for lack of a better term, sissy-ish about it, and, creeping in instead of just being like, you know what, this stuff's awesome and you're going to love it, and if it's for you, cool. If it's not, I totally respect that. And if you do it that way, if you're strong like that, people will follow. And that's what it is. So the next step then is when they say, yeah, I want to know more, introduce them to the leaders or someone who is more experienced than you to give them some sound advice. The reason for this is that your friend is probably not going to fully believe everything you say just because they're your friend and they've known you for so long. If it's a stranger, you might carry more weight. But either way, there's two reasons to introduce them to your leadership. One reason is because they're going to believe them more. They're going to trust that they're more experienced than you. And two is they're going to see someone beyond you that is also doing well in Advocare. And the more people they meet, the more likely they're going to say, if all these folks can do it, then I can do it. And once they have that mindset, it will come true. They will be able to do it. If they believe they can do it, then they will do it. It's that simple. So we do this through me introducing them by either 2-on-1 meetings where we get all together, or 3-way calls where we do it on the phone, or you bring them to a large group meeting like a mixer where they meet everybody and see a presentation. So again, it's whatever's the best fit for the person, because some people are like, no, I don't want to get on the phone, or no, I don't want to meet your friend. They may be more likely to come to a mixer or to get on a webinar on the computer, or to watch a video first and then the invite. But you want to get them through all of these things, or at least, talking to your leader one-on-one and getting to a mixer so they can see what's greater for them within Advocare. The number one thing is, guys, be bold. These products have definitely added value to your life. You wouldn't be on this video if you didn't believe in the products. Now it's about believing in yourself. And when you're bold, you can share with power. We do this all the time. If you see a great movie, you share about that movie like you're going to make $1 million off of saying, go see, oh, you got to go see, it was unbelievable. I'll go see it again. If you want, I'll go with you. That's how strong you need to be with Advocare. And because you're making the money, you get all weird about it. That's where the problem comes in. You're not making money off of people. You're helping people feel better, look better, perform better, and if they want it, you're helping them earn extra income that could drastically change their lives like it did mine. So think about me when you're talking to people. If Will had not asked me to go, I'd still to this day be working 3 jobs. Our kids, we'd be stressing over shoes, all this other stuff that used to drive us berserk and was tearing our relationship apart would all still be present if Will did not just say, hey man, come check it out and see if it's for you. Just think about it. That's all it takes is one invite, and the person who needs it the most could be the next person on your team that wants to get serious. So your key activities when you're out and about. This is the what do you do? You talk to people. You share your stories one-on-one with people. You are officially the preview of the movie. So if you're yawning and exhausted, don't talk about Advocare, because you're going to be the opposite of what Advocare does when you're tired. So when you're sparked up and you're feeling good and you're out and about and you got your shirt on, you're on stage. You're on duty when that shirt is on. You got an Advocare logo on your body, you're on duty. And you need to be able to talk to people and be that person that people look at and they see the energy coming out of them. And that's a one-on-one situation when people are talking to you and you're sharing what you got going on and you're excited about it. Then you want to bring them to a bigger meeting, either a 2-on-1 meeting, 3-way call, or a mixer, so that they can listen and take notes and learn. And I mean, you can listen and learn and take notes, and you also get that third-party credibility where they believe more in what your friend says rather than you. And of course, the mixer allows them to see everything because they get all the slideshows and everything. So let's jump into what these look like. 3-way call and 2-on-1 meetings, real quickly. Your job as the introducer is to set up the time that works. So you'd get with your leader, you'd get with your friend, you make the time, get an appointment. The appointment's solid. The phone call is made. You say the best introduction you could ever say for both people for a few reasons. One is people live up to their reputation. So if you really start bragging on your friend who you love and you start thinking about what's great about your friend, then your leader knows this person's awesome and your friend feels really good about, you know what, maybe this is for me and I get to relate. And then the second thing is the leader gets to relate to that person by knowing a little bit about them, and your friend knows a little bit about your leader, so they can have a smoother conversation. It's less awkward. At that point, once your introductions are done, your job is to push mute, because two people talking to one is bombarding. So you're just out of it at this point. Let the conversation flow. If they need you, they'll say your name and call you back in to ask you a question. But until the end of the call, you're on mute, taking notes and learning. The leader's just going to connect with your friend, find out what they need that Advocare can do, and they're going to share their story, and then we're going to make recommendations on stuff based on their need. And we're also probably going to invite them to something bigger, because we always want to set another appointment to see the next level of stuff. Because you notice I'm not gonna go into all of the science and the Drew Brees and Jason Witten and all NCAA certification. Some of those things may come up, but for the most part, I'm trying to keep this short so that it's not a 40-minute conversation. It's like a 15, 20-minute conversation, and we want to get right to the nitty-gritty and see what we can do for them. At the end, we will invite them to something else, and that's it. The call, after the call's done, your job is to just simply say, so what did you think? And let them talk. Do not speak at this point. Do not cut them off. Let them share what they're thinking so you truly know that they're thinking. There's a few different options, and we're going to talk about those, your goals, in a second here, but I want to make sure before we know what they say or what they're thinking, you have one thing in mind. Your job on this call is not to close a deal. It's to simply just share what Advocare can do and invite them to meet your friend who's doing great with it. That's third-party credibility. And to show them that you care about them. And the best way to show them that you care about them is to not force them to do anything at the end of the call. So they're going to say, awesome, I want to do it. Okay, so what do you think? And they say, awesome, I want to get that 24-day challenge. It sounds amazing. Cool. Do you want to buy it tonight? Because I'm available if you want to get on the computer now and see what they say. They could also say, you know what, let me talk to my wife or my husband about it, see if they want to do it with me. It sounds really awesome. So let me get back to you. And at that point, you want to set an appointment. You want to say, hey, okay, how about we reconvene then tomorrow night, same time? Does that work for you guys? And see what they say. The reason why you want to set the appointment is so it's not awkward. You don't know when to call them back. Or, I didn't click the slide, sorry. But, or you want to know that they're not ready for a product or a business or anything and move on and just keep it cool. So you say, awesome, man. Well, let me know if you ever want to do some products. You want to try some stuff. I'm here. And if you ever decide that you want to look into the business side a little more, I'm here too. But until that point, I appreciate you giving me your time. But thanks, and that's it. And of course, you're keeping it cool with them because they're your friend. So there you go. Let's go to mixers and large groups. What the purpose and the way those look. You got, of course, the connecting. Now you're connecting with larger people. This is where some of the magic happens, because they see all the people. They see everyone feeling so good. They see everyone so nice. I've had so many people say, this is so nice. These people are awesome. And it looks like everyone just wants to help. I'm like, that is Advocare. That's what we do. Our business model is based on helping people. So they'll get to meet that. They'll find out what Advocare can do for them. They'll hear the stories, and they'll also see the credibility of the company within that PowerPoint or that Impact magazine or however your presenter is going. The number one thing is, though, guys, you got to get people to events. You must. I can't stress this enough. We did an okay job at the beginning of that, and then we did an even better job when we started exploding pin levels and getting more and more income. If you don't take people to these events, they only see you and the boxes that they take. They don't get to see all the people that have done this successfully, all the cool people, all the endorsers, all the fun stuff that goes on at the mixer, and the information. They may just literally think of it as, I love this Spark, and that's it. But you want to show them there's more to Advocare than what they think. So that's why you want to get people to events. If you keep blocking them by not getting them somewhere, they will never grow into a new role, and they may just drop off. But if you get them to love Advocare all the way, product and company, then you've got somebody that's at least a customer for a lifetime, and you're helping them live a better life. So let's go get into Advisor. If you want to make some serious money, the first way to get any type of income is to get that 40% discount. And we're going to talk about this Business Builder 40% number 4 position here. In that, you earn 5 ways to earn income. So obviously, first way is your 40%. So you got on the top thing here, your 40% retail of products that you sell to people at a retail customer relationship, meaning they don't have an account. They're a friend who wants to try products. If you sell them, say, one 24-day challenge, you just made $78. The cool thing about this is it's a great tool for just making income based on some conversations. Like my first shift that I wasn't at the restaurant, I spoke with an old friend. He got a challenge, extra shakes, some Thermal Plus and Catalyst, and I made like $115 off of the deal, and I would have had to been gone for 5 hours to make about the same amount of money. So 30-minute conversation or 5-hour work day, I'll take that conversation any day, and that's the power of 40%. The wholesale earnings is awesome too, because if you have someone on your team that is considered a wholesale discount customer, the number 2 position on this chart here, then whenever they order, that number 2 orders, you make 20% and they save 20, because we're always doing math with 40%. So if they order $100 worth of products, you earn 20 and they save 20, they only pay $80. So this is people who are going to stay on product. You want to give them a discount. It works out in the long run because they are excited about product. They're loyal to the product. They have their own account. You're only there as a coach now. You're not really getting on there to buy stuff with them. You're there to give advice on products, and you're making a wholesale residual income off of anything they do. And same thing with a hobbyist. You'll make anything off of what they may sell if they're not at 40%. Now the advisors are eligible also for overrides and leadership bonuses. So without getting mathematically crazy, overrides are 7% of your business volume, which is roughly half the price of the products. And you earn those for 3 levels deep. And that may be too far. Don't worry, we're going to do a business training model. But you earn it down below you. When you have a certain amount of overrides, you can be eligible for leadership bonus. So in other words, I'm going to click a slide here. If you're an advisor at 40% up in the top, and you have $1,000 in your volume and in products being sold to 10 to 15 customers, then you have, you obviously, let's say those 10, let's just say for argument's sake, all those customers at $1,000 are retail. So that means you are making $400 right there. But if you have 3 people that you're helping do the same thing and they do the identical thing, now Advocare pays you what's called a silver leadership bonus, and that's an extra 3% on the business volume, and that averages usually about $1,000 a month. So in that case, if you were at $400 in the top part, your leadership bonus would be, your overrides would be $100. Your leadership bonus would be like $100, another $45. So you'll be looking at making $550 for 2 weeks. So I know that's probably too complicated, but I wanted to show you what we do is we make money based on how many people we can help. So when these incomes go up, silver is helping at least 1 team, gold is helping 1 team, 3-star is helping at least 3 teams, 6-star ruby is 6 teams, emerald is 6 teams, 9-star is 9 teams, and then diamond is 12. You see these, we get paid more and more based on how many people we're helping make money. So when I said my goal is to get as many people to ruby as possible, that means that I'm going to have ruby organizations below me that are I'm going to help people earn $85,000 a year, which is going to pay me up in the like $200,000 to $600,000 a year range. And that's what I love about our business model. It's a pay it forward model. So how do you get these incomes? You got to get to advisor, and there's 2 ways to get there. You can either choose to work your way and walk your way up, or take the elevator. Let's start with the easy one. Elevator is a one-time investment of $2,100. For $2,100, you get $3,000 worth of products. So you get a $900 profit if you sell each and every one of those. The average advisor order, as we call it, sells in 30 days. If you think about it, it's about 15 people on the 24-day challenge. So it'll be you and your spouse and another 13 people, and that would be a 24-day challenge. That would be an advisor order right there. So if that's for you, we can help you get that done. We can help you move it after by having events. You just host events and you got product on hand for people to leave with. It's a very doable thing. But if that's not for you, if you don't have the money to invest, then there's a way to work your way there, which is getting to that $3,000 worth of product over 3 consecutive pay periods, which is 6 weeks' time. Each of those pay periods must have $500 minimum on personal volume, meaning you've sold $500 or bought $500 worth of product each pay period. And the reason for that is we don't want accidental business advisors. We only want people who want to work to get to advisor to be the people that are going to earn that massive amount of income potentially. So that's why there's a quota. This is the only time you'll ever see stipulations at all on how to get something, get an increased discount. So you know, before I click to whether or not someone would make it to advisor working, I want to tell you how your discount levels raise up. At $500 at any given time in the course of 6 weeks, so it could be $100 in the first week and $400 in the 6th week, you're at 25%. Once you get 25%, you can never lose it. I'm going to click onto this one so you can see. If you can get $1,500 over the course of 6 weeks, it could be $100 in week 1 and $1,400 in week 2, in week 6. That's 30% for life. As long as you renew, it can never be taken away. You don't have to do anything or meet any quotas to keep that discount. It's yours to keep as long as you pay your yearly $50. Business advisor, $3,000 is the amount to get there, as we said. And once you get it, you keep your 40% for life as well. There's no quotas. You don't have to keep up with anything. This is again why I love Advocare, because we're not trying to trap people. We're not trying to take their money. We're trying to help people grow and get what they want out of product and out of business. So let's look at some scenarios here. In pay period 1, let's go to Distributor Mary. Pay period 1, you have $600. That's more than 5. They're good. Pay period 2, $1,600. That's more than 5. They're good. Pay period 3, $800. That's more than 500. They're good. They are advisor. Let's do Chris. Chris does 500 in pay period 1. Very good. Locked in. Pay period 2 does absolutely nothing. The chain is broken. That 500 from the first pay period falls off. The third pay period, when they do $2,500, is really technically the first pay period because the chain was broken. So they need another pay period to get there. See? And then let's do 400 in the first pay period for Rob. Does not count, so that one drops off. Now 500 in the second pay period is really the first qualified pay period. 2,100 is the second qualified pay period, and they need to work one more to get there. So if you need to know more about how to get to advisor, go to advisormovie.com, and there's a great video there that's real quick, about 15 minutes to get the job done and explaining that. Once you are advisor, your very first incentive, which is our 5th way of getting paid, is to win a rookie bonus. 3 pay periods, 6 weeks. If you get 3 new people on board and those 3 people move at least $3,000 worth of products all together, so all 3 of them added together move $3,000 in 6 weeks' time, you get a $500 rookie bonus mailed to you the very next day. So it's a great way to start. It's like a 24-day challenge for your business. It jump starts it. It helps you help 3 people get paid, and you get a little leadership bonus right off the bat. So let's go into using your microsite. This is the last topic. I'm going to be quick, but it is an amazing resource for you. So when you pull into your microsite, when you first join, it's this generic since 1993 Advocare, and that's not good enough. You got to change it. You got to put in your real story. So write your 2-minute story out. Remember, before Advocare, what you did, what happened after you joined, after you did what you did as far as product and where you're going. If you write that story, it's going to invite more people through. You can also change your picture and stuff. So here's an example in our story. We have our story on there. We have our picture of us and our boys. It lets people know we're real people. We're a family that's willing to help them. And we even say so in our story at the end to motivate people to make a decision to join forces with us. So you want to inspire people on your microsite as well. Once you get in as a customer, they're on your shop. They're shopping around. They do what they want to do. You'll get a paycheck from Advocare when they shop on your microsite. And you can ask your upline leaders about that. When you want to log in, now you're going to put in your username and password, and now you're in the back office. This is where it opens up all sorts of cool stuff that I want to feature for you tonight. So you got, first of all, your shop, which includes Advocare gear. You can get the apparel, the graphics, the cards and whatnot, sales aids. All that stuff is there for you. So I urge you to look into that. It's fun stuff. The Advocare apparel is awesome. Number 2 here, the Learn tab is really good. I really urge you to get on this tab and nerd out on it like I did when I first joined. I watched a ton of videos. Watch these videos. It helps you realize what you got your hands on and how to use it. So get into that as well. References are there too. Sorry, on the right you'll see. Just explore. Events, of course, the National Success School is coming up, and you can get all the info on that. I urge you to go to that, especially if you're in the local area. But if you're not, it's well worth your investment to fly in and hear the amazing stories that are going on in Advocare. So keep an eye out for your National Success School coming up. And then we have the report section. So most importantly is your volume and earnings. That's where you'd see your volume trying to work towards $1,000 or more in products being sold. Your complete downline is your people that are below you. You got a bunch of different stuff that I urge you to explore, and if you have specifics, ask someone, but for now it'll be too overwhelming. But you also have the legal forms and logos. The logo is yours to do with as you please. So if you don't want to buy gear through the Advocare partnered website that they have on there, then you can get them done yourself. It's your logo too. As long as you keep the logo exact as far as the colors and everything, and it's copyright protected, then, or trademark protected rather, then you're good to go. But also there's your manager account, setting your profile, changing your pictures, changing your story. All that stuff can be done from this tab here, and it does take a little while, so be patient, and they'll approve it and change it for you. So summing up here, let's recap. You guys, number one thing again, define your purpose. You got to have a reason you're doing this, or else you're gonna fizzle. You're gonna be in and out and up and down. Make a list of people who need what you have, which is all those products: the energy, weight loss, wellness, fitness, and of course the financial freedom opportunity. Package and share your story with as many people. Get those results and share those results, and then using that success system, get people in front of your leaders. Let them see what Advocare can do. The more you show people that you're following these people, the more they're going to follow you. And then, of course, get yourself to advisor. And number 1 is continue to learn and grow. I still learn and grow all the time. Every time I go to a meeting, I'm learning something new. Every time I go to an event, I'm taking notes on my phone or on a notebook at larger events. But I'm reading books about how to be a better person, how to be a better leader, how to really care about others. And that's the things that make you successful in Advocare. So learn through the website, the microsite. There's some great stuff on the motivational side and the personal development side, but also I urge you to read good books. And if you want some recommendations, just give me a Facebook message and I'll hit you some of my favorites. So that's it, guys. I appreciate your time here. Looks like we're at about 43 minutes. Not too bad. I'm usually about 45, so that's awesome. And let's get to it. Let's go be a champion. We're here for you if you guys need us.
Day in, day out. We fight on. Why?